You're a school leaver or a fresh graduate and you're looking at landing your first job. If you haven't figured by now, one of the first things I would ask you to do is, have you figured out what you exactly want to do later on in life? If you have not, it's perfectly all right. So as the first thing, what I'm going to ask you to do is write down what are the things that you like to do and what are the things you don't like to do. Because many a time, some of us might not have already figured out what is it that we want to be doing for the rest of our lives. And that's perfectly okay. However, the easier thing is we might have by now understood things we do not like to do. And this would be the first step. Start writing down everything you don't like to do, and you'll definitely be able to rule out that very clearly so that you know what you want to do. The second thing is, you might have already followed a stream of work or a stream of study, and you think that what you've studied is what is going to help you go into what you want to do. Now, what I'd like to share with you is today how things work is, it's not just because you've studied a management degree that you're going to enter a job, work as a manager in some particular field and then end up as a CEO. What you must remember is, as a young professional, whatever you do, ever since you leave school or ever since you graduate, every job, every internship, every experience that you earn counts and adds value for you to pave your way into your job and your career going forward. The third thing I'd like to share with all of you is, many of us think, I've passed my exams in school, I have very good A-level results, or I've passed my university degree, I have a very high GPA, and it's sorted. I will land the job that I want and it's going to be great. Let me tell you that passing your exams and having your qualification is only one step of the way. What this means is, this just gives you eligibility to apply for a job. It gives you access to an interview to a job. But what's going to help you get through that interview and what's going to help you once you start working are things beyond just your qualifications. Many of you in school might have participated in sports, be it individual sports or team sports. Some of you would have been involved in societies and clubs, road track, in-track, ISAC, etc. What you should know is, all of these different societies, activities that you engaged in is going to help you a long way as you start working. Participating in team sports helps you understand how to work with people towards a common goal or objective. It helps you understand how to identify the strengths and weaknesses of people and your different opponents. And most importantly, it tells you that you are all on the same level as one team. And this is something that really helps you once you start working. For those of you involved in Intract, Road Track, ISAC or other organizations, I'm sure most of you would have held a lot of leadership roles, leadership positions, and done many projects as part of these organizations. All of this is going to definitely help you once you start your first job. For example, projects are something which is common across all these different organizations. Learning to be a project manager or a project leader is something that teaches you basic principles of how to get a job or a task done. Being a part of these organizations would have taught you how to be a part of a project team, how to be a project leader, or even how you might have had a leadership role in these organizations. All of this are going to add a lot of value, because once you start your job, you are going to be working with people, with other human beings on different levels in the organization. And already having experience in managing people of different backgrounds, from different associations, different levels and stakeholders, this is going to go a long way once you start working. The third thing I'd like to share with you, so you've passed your exams, you've applied for interviews, and now you've landed your first job. Well, congratulations. What's important from this step onwards is how you are going to pave your way across this job and across your career over the next couple of years. Because it's important to remember, everything you've done in the past has helped you up to now. When you were in school, be it your nursery to your A-levels, you knew there was a curriculum, there were some exams which you studied, you passed. Maybe for those of you who went to university, you knew it was a structured program of 1 to 4 or 5 years, which you passed your assignments, etc. But when it comes to your corporate or your job, it is you who will set this pace. It is up to you to decide how fast, how steep, or how diverse you want to go. So my message here is that the pace is up to you. It's up to you to decide how you want to progress in your first job and how you want to progress in your career as you make your way up in life. As a final message, I know we've all been living in tough and challenging times ever since COVID began. But one very important thing that you must not forget is continue to keep on networking with people. Keep interacting and looking for opportunities, because this is definitely going to help you. So I'm sure you are ready to take on your first job. All the very best.